So, welcome to another episode. We've been having an episode lately. Yogi shows, so essentially it's my class, and I do what I want, and maybe you want to too. It's going to be kind of, let's say, hippie, twisty, is what I'm feeling it. So, if you want to join in, go for it. Remember to listen to your body, do what feels good, don't do something that's stupid, and choose a work level that's good for you. We'll look at giving you different options. So, what I'd like you to do is we're going to start standing. Because I've been up and about for about 4 hours already. Bring yourself into your work mat, grab your drink, put on your music, do what you need to do. And just stand. And take big, deep breaths. And just kind of allow the body to settle. And bring your attention to your body. Just listen to how it feels. No concern, no over monitoring, just listening. Have a little wiggle through the toes. When you're ready, press that big toe into the ground. Take an inhale as we lift the arms up. With an exhale, the arms drop, the chin will tuck, and we're going to round. I'm going to make it nice and slow. We're going to be frustrated as we ripple down to the floor. Hanging nice and heavy, there's a nod of the head, a shake of the shoulders. And then we ripple up. Same way. Rounding. That pull through the belly. And we rise. Again, there's an inhale, hands will lift. This time as we exhale, let's twist out to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, twist out to the right. Beautiful. We lift. So those hands around the back. Now, I'm touching fingertips. We can interlace if we wish, but we're pushing down with the shoulders. Get that heaviness, then take a lean of the head to the left. We're finding that stretch down the right side. Now relax the shoulders. Lift the head. Push the shoulders down once again, and then head goes over to the right. And release. Walk the feet just a little bit wider. We're going to sink to a squat. That breath fills the belly. As we exhale, we lower. Fingers down. Leave a little shimmy around. Knees can come in and out. And lift the hips, plant the heels, and exhale to fold again. And we're going to hang here for 2 more breaths. And from there, slide the hands up to the knees. Arms are long, back is straight, and we're pushing the chest forward. This is what I call the nano bust up. We're holding and supporting. From there, round the back. Cat. Exhale, push forward. Cow. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. I find that this position allows us to get deeper into that lumbar spine. And then round. Good. Oh, it's like yogic twerking. Release the hands. Step back. Or forwards. Tuck the toes. Push back. Feel that pressure to the knees and feet. Push forward. Pressure into the wrists. 2 more. Exhale, perhaps as we go back. Inhale forward. And from there, it's knees. And lift the hips downward dog. Rattle those heels. Allow the hips to sway. Now into your first little vinyasa. So we take a ripple forward to plank as we breathe in. Drop the knees. Exhale. Feel that tension through the back. Untuck the toes. And then with your next exhale, bend the elbows. Float down. Take an inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, push back over the knees, tuck the toes, and rise up for that downward dog. Hands are pressing, arms along, wrapping your shoulders round. Remember, this is about the length of your spine, not the straightness of your legs. Don't really condone that much straightness. One more breath before we look to the hands and step forward. Exhale to relax. Inhale halfway. Exhale down. Big breath in, push the ground away, hands lift. And then exhale down. 2 more. Breathe in, lift. Exhale forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands down. Hand to plank. So we can drop the knees, or maybe with an exhale, we float all the way to the floor. Release the toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, downward dog. 2 to 3 breaths. When you're ready, we're looking to the hands for stepping forward. Exhaling down. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling down. Breathe in. Rise. Hands up. Hands down. Back to your start position. Or Tadasana. Feet are strong. Standing tall. Hips engaged. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Halfway with an inhale. Exhale, release. Hands down. Back to your plank. And again, we can drop the knees. We can float to the floor, maybe with an exhale. Start halfway for your chaturanga. Or we inhale to lift. And exhale back. Downward dog. From there, knees go down. Push back from the child's pose. 2 to 3 breaths. Lifting up, all fours, tuck the toes, downward dog. Now, make your feet wider than your hips. Push back with the hands, so the body sinks between the thighs. Your standard is that your feet are pointing forward. If you want to make this a little bit worse, by worse we mean stronger at opening the hips, we can go a little bit pigeon-toed. That's going to deeper sensation to the outside of the hamstrings. So it's your bound fold. Press your fingers around the big toes. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, pull forward. And down. So by being pigeon-toed, you get a deeper sensation on the outside of the calf and the hamstring. As we are stretching the longer fibers. Release the toes, allow the feet to relax, and hang heavy. And again, maybe there's that shake of the head, shimmy of the shoulders. And we're going to ripple up. Soften the knees, around the belly. And we come up. Good. Time for a drink. I'm going to rock into the next little section. So I don't want to do some of these. I don't feel the need for, I want to twist, and I kind of want to flounce. And with the next section, if you find it too twisty or too flouncy, take it down a notch. Don't do your knees to elbows. Don't open the body. So from here, we're going to start with that squat again. Feet go wide. Big breath into the belly. Exhale, rethink. Oh. What's that lift to the chest? And the hands can drop. And step back, plank. From there, down, up, and back. Downward dog. Let's work with the right leg. Let's lift for three-legged dog. Bending the knee and allowing the hip to open and twist. From there, exhale. Pull that knee to elbow. Then kick back and up. From there, can we step the right foot forward? We drop that left knee. Drive the tits forward and up. Good. Then back. Releasing to knees or to plank. We go down. And then up and back. Downward dog. It's lefty. Lefty lifts. Knee bends and hip opens. Leave that exhale. Knee to elbow. And then back and up. Or stepping forward. Drop the right knee. Push the body. Then come back to all fours. Knees as wide as the hips. Keep the arse where it is and bring the fingers forward. Onto the fingertips, we drop the head. That deeper puppy pose. Then ripple up. And we repeat. So what we did is we separated the traditional sunbeam of lunge and a crescent lunge into being hips and then chest opener. See how it works? So again, from your knees, with a plank, we're going to go into that little vinyasa. So down, up, and round. Right leg lifts. Bend it and allow it to open. Back to center. From here, is that knee traveling forward? Maybe towards the midline. So that's the middle of the chest. Kick it back and up. Then step it forward. Just outside the right hand and drop the left knee. Just spin it forward. We sink a little lower by bending the elbows. Then lift. Ripple back. Extend the right leg. And then forward. Release the hands. Knees back to all fours. Other side. Knees or plank. Down. Up. And back. Lefty lifts. Bend it. Open it. Twist it. And maybe squeeze it towards the middle of the body. And forward. Kick it back. Then with an exhale. Step it forward. Right knee drops. Push forward. Can we bend those elbows to sink a little deeper? And then up. Hips go back. Exhaling to release. Then forward. Release the hands. Bring us up back to all fours. And again, that puppy pose. So hips stay where they are. Hands go forward. Fingertips for deeper stretch. Palms down for a more gentler sensation. Start with the forehead. And then maybe it's the chin. And maybe the chest. We ripple up. Back. to all fours. Tuck the toes, bring the knees together. With the hands, we're just simply pressing back to stretch through the soles of the feet. And from here, let's rise up. Before we go into our bound for the twist, so we'll work on the shoulders just a little bit more. So, toes pressing down, we're stretching the feet. Thighs together, and that's something that don't generally keep, but what it does is it allows us to squeeze everything. We get that contraction, that pushing forward. And from there, it's a 3-point shoulder stretch. So hands go forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. I like fingers together at the minute. Chin pushes forward, arms are pulling back. Then exhale, round. Into those fingers. Breathe in, exhale, down. Chest is tall and it's the shoulders pulling away from the ears. From there, release. Hands go down. Let's lift up into a downward dog. That lengthening through the legs. Again, feet as wide as the body, we're pushing backwards. A little bend forward. So, first 2 fingers, the right hand to the left big foot. Big foot, big toe, you don't do it. From there, inhale, left hand lifts, palm faces out. And then exhale down. Left hand, right big toe. Inhale, twist. Exhale, down. And ripple up. Oh. Fabulous. Good time for another drink. We're going to work into some standing sequences. So it's going to be a tree pose, a lunge, then a dancer's pose, because we're feeling fancy. So we'll do one side at a time and then drift back towards your dancer's pose. And you kind of pull through the hips. So classic tree. I can finish with this one, actually makes more sense. Stand nice and tall. Feet underneath the hips, push the weight over to the right. With an inhale, let's draw the left either to your ankle, to a calf, or if you really wish, we can wedge it into the thigh. When we say wedge, we mean press together. So the foot and thigh are pressing, that lifting through the pelvic floor. Chest is up, and I can feel my right hip extending. Hands go where we need. Hips, chest, maybe out to the side. Look to the distance. And take 2 more breaths. In and out. In and out. From there, we're going to release the foot. Step back, find your high lunge. So feet are wide, knees are bent. Hands to the hips. Take it, square them off as you breathe in. We're going to press the hips forward as we take a gentle lean back with the chest. Okay. From there, release the body down. So I'm going from this low lunge, I'm stepping my right leg out 90 degrees. Right hand reaches up. Left hand to my left thigh. Big breath in, and with an exhale, I'm going to push my hips back, slide that hand down. We allow the body to pivot, hand to the floor. Weight to the hand. So once again, push back. Inhale as we drive the body up, face forward. And again, we get 2 more. So slide the hand down the thigh, push the hip back, go stretch into the hips, maybe the chest as we look to the top hand. Hand can come to the floor. Weight pushes over. We're in a little twist. Here, if we're happy, we can develop it more. We can press through that hand before releasing, coming back and up. So we're getting this, I want to say quarter turn, maybe not. We're forward. Breathing in. And as we push the hips back, the torso starts to pivot. And we're looking to that top hand as the bottom hand comes to the floor. Good. And again, we go. From there, it's release the hand down. Rock back and forth just a little bit. It's a nice way to grease through that hip. Then drop the knee in. From here, let's vinyasa. So, knees or plank, down, up, and back. Downward dog. One big breath, and step forward. Hang heavy. Rise up. And down. So, that on the other side. Lefty strong. Push the weight over. Ooh, may not be feeling strong today. Right foot either to ankle, calf, or we wedge it into the thigh. We wedge it into the thigh. Tall, hip is long. See, not good on this side today. Big breaths. Last one. Let's release the foot and step it back. Find a high lunge. Reposition the feet if you have to. It doesn't need to be super fluid. And again, it is a high lunge. Both knees are bent. Good. Ooh. Hands to hips, square them off. So I can really fucking feel this in my right hip. Keep the hands there for security. Big breath in. And let's lean the torso back just a little bit. Chest rises and we sink down. Beautiful. Now from this straight on position, left foot steps out 90 degrees. Beautiful. Left hand up, right hand to the thigh. From there, push the hips back. Hand comes to the floor. And then we bring weight to the hand. Good. Weight comes back. Hand comes back and we lift. And turn. 2 more. Down. Hands are full. Again, we find a secure position, perhaps we can press back that imaginary force. Back. And up. Center. See how that rotation works? Actually, is way nicer if you just don't overthink it. Hips go back. That's a nice little stretch. Hands come forward. And again, into that torso. Ooh. Hand comes down. Knee comes down. Now, we're going to work in one little secret thing before we get into your dances. We're going to work into the quads. So, tip the toes. Knees are hip distance. We're going to be down for a few seconds, but there's a few seconds, a few minutes. There is a fair amount of pressure on the knees, so if you want a cushion, you want to roll them that up, go for goals. Knees directly underneath the hip joints. We are tall. The work is coming from the knee, not the body. One long line from head to hip. Then from there, breathe in. As we allow the body to drift back, we find that increased sensation through the knee and the quad. And then exhale, pull. And it's weird, but the hands help. So as we inhale, allow the body to extend back. Exhale, grip and pull. Good. One more, because I can't count. Oof, release the toes. Paddle the feet against the floor. Hands go down. Take the legs wide, drop back and just take a little child's pose. And then lift. Vinyasa, so it's knees or plank. Down, up, and back. Step forward. Hang heavy. And then rise to standing. Beautiful. So from here, weight is drifting over to the right foot. We're going to kick the left foot back and taking hold of it at the ankle. This is perfect. This gets us everything we need. We're able to stretch to the knee. If we squeeze the backside and push it forward, we get that hip. We're also getting something beautiful through the shoulders. We want to make it further and take it deeper. So we breathe into the belly. We're going to try and hinge from that right hip. The chest goes forward. Now as the chest goes forward, perhaps we can kick that leg a little bit further back. The hand is where we need it for help. Take an inhale to rise. Squeeze that leg in just a little bit extra. And then release. Shake the legs. Then a half salutation. So inhale, reach. Exhale down. Lift. And fingers crossed we do it on the other side. Lefty is long. Let's kick that right foot back and take hold of the ankle, not the foot. The ankle means we get a better stretch in the places that we want, i.e. the knee and the hip, not the ankle. So we pull it in, squeeze the hips to push forward as we get it to there. And again, if we want more, breathe into the belly. That exhale allows us to soften at the left hip, pushing the leg back, and maybe that hand extends forward. Beautiful. Breathe in and release. Half salutation. Lift. Exhale down. Hang. And ripple up. Good time for a drink. And go into the standing positions. Beautiful. So, stand nice and tall. Take a breath in and out. As we inhale, we're stepping back with that left leg. Turn the foot out 90 degrees into your warrior two. So we're bending into that right knee, hips open to side, hands to shoulders. From here, we're going to pitch forward first. Long line, left foot to left shoulder. Can we lift that left hand? Take a little lean over. So we're trapped between two panes of glass. It's all through that long left side. From there, it's a big breath in. Legs are lifting strong as we lift the body over and stretch to the right side. And then inhale. Settle into that warrior two. Make sure the torso is over the pelvis. And see if we can sink just a little bit lower. Squeeze those legs to open the pelvis wider. And take an inhale, lifting the hands, lifting the arms. And exhale, lean it back to the left once again. Big breath in. Forearm comes to right thigh. Left hand lifts. And this time is a push back with that left hand. allowing the tips to gaze up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Big breath in. Rise to that warrior. 2. Shoulders are heavy. Hands to the chest. From here, breathe into the belly. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach the body forward. Beautiful. And then hands down, either side. Last thing, allow the back foot to twist. The left knee drops. Can you tell I'm running out of coffee? So what we're going to do is just stretch the hamstring. So push back, allow that right leg to lengthen. Knees soft, put toes up to the sky. Ripple forward, bring your right hand inside the right foot. Keep the pelvis pushing forward. We can lift the left knee if we're wanting a deeper lizard, but we are lifting the right hand also for that twist. Exhale, hand down, back, plank, knees, child's pose. Now, all that nonsense on the other side. I'm going to vinyasa to get there. You don't have to. You can meet me in downward dog and then step forward, if you like. However, I'm going for knees, plank, down, upward dog, downward dog, because my hamstrings like it. And then step it forward. Hang heavy. Then lift. And now for the other side, where you get to not look at me looking confused. Left foot where it is. Big breath in, step the right foot back. So that's warrior 2. So nice strong bend into the left knee. Hands to shoulders. So it's the weird pitching forward thing. Push left knee forward. So we're feeling that right side click into place. Then the right hand lifts. And a big breath in, up, and exhale over as we reverse that warrior. Back to your warrior 2. Sink a little lower. Engage those hips, stoop, open the pelvis. Lift the hands. Interlace and press up as we inhale. Exhale, lean it back. The next breath in is going to bring that forearm to thigh. Right hand is lifting up and being pressed back as the tit rises to the ceiling. And from there, lifting to warrior 2. Hands come to the chest. Breathe in to fill the belly. Exhale, twist to that left leg. We're reaching forward. Then exhale, hands down either side of the foot. Allow the back foot to pivot and that right knee drops. From here, we're extending that left leg. Hips are pushing back. And allow your back to do the fuck you want. And we're rippling forward. Left hand inside of the left foot. Continue pushing forward. And again, we can keep the knee down or we can lift it. But either way, we're going into that big twist. And then down. Exhale. Back to all fours. Then child's pose. Rippling forward. Up onto hands and knees. From here, we're going to work into some hip, some shoulder work. But first, we're going to work into a little dolphin. So, down onto forearms. Thumbs touch, palms flat onto the floor. You can go for the interlaced fist if you like. Keep the shoulders over the elbows. We're tucking the toes, and it's a press through the floor with the arms to round the upper back. Big breath in, and then lift. Keep pressing as we drive the head away from the floor. And remember to adjust the feet to a suitable distance for challenge. Now, can we soften the knees to stick the arms just a little bit higher? And then can we try and tuck the tailbone under? I think you're lifting the taint towards the sky. And that will help to lengthen the hamstrings and give you a stronger, or shall we say, more severe sensation. And so tuck of the taint, which helps to lengthen the hamstrings. And then release. Knees go nice and wide. Push back. Beautiful. Now, go up. Onto the knees. So, we're going to do a level 1 camel. Best way to describe it. Take the toes. Hands to the hips. And it's the same pattern that we've done already a few times. So thumb to the top of the hip, fingers go around, big breath, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and with an exhale, keep the hips pushing forward as we're leaning back with the body. Muscles through the back are working. We're looking to then open the hip forward. Breathe in, we lift. So we can make that deeper. So your options are to repeat that if you find that good enough, like just fucking enough. Or I'm going to go into a little twisty version, which means if you watch this first and then do it, keeping my toes tucked, knees are underneath. I'll take my right hand to my rib, but my left hand is going to lift over. And we can take it either to the left foot, or can we take it deeper towards the right? So I'm pushing forward with my right hip, but then opening all of this section. Oh, that's a lot. So we'll do it again. I'll do it with you. So whatever you want, we're going to start with left arm. So right hand to right hip, body is tall. So big breath in as we lift that left arm. Let it swirl around. With an exhale, it can find something. Oof. That's why I've got the right foot. Push those hips forward and lift the chest. Look somewhere to the distance. Keep the neck nice and stable. Then breathe in. Release. Take that left hand behind the head for everyone. Then exhale. Push the hand into the head and pull the elbow back. And you're going to feel the upper neck and shoulder just open up a bit. Slide that left hand to the top of the head and then drag it over as we stretch to the right side. And then release. Again, other side. Or a third camel. It's your lucky day. Or a child's pose, whatever. So, left hand to left hip. You can kind of direct it. It's a big breath in with the right. As we exhale, whipping it back, and then you find somewhere. Oh. Push the hips and lift the chest. And look into the distance. And exhale, release. Back to center. Right hand to the back of the head. And you push into the head as we open that right upper back. And then the hand slides to the top of the head. Pulling it over to the right to stretch to the left. And then release. Hands to the floor. Good. From here, find your way to your backside. I'm going to do a classic Janushasana and then make your way onto your back. So, right is long, lefty comes in, and again, you might want to be on a cushion or a prop. So, sitting bones, chest up nice and tall. Take an inhale as we lift the hands and twist to the right leg. Exhale as we lean it forward. Take hold of whatever you like, ankle, calf, shin, maybe foot. Get the shoulders down. And just let the body melt forward. And then ripple up. Take a counter twist, so right hand to left eye. And change that. Whoosh. Lefty is long, right foot comes in. Inhale, lift the hands. Twist. And exhale as we lean it forward. Beautiful. Again, get what you get. Doesn't matter. And releasing up. A little counter twist. Big breath in. And twisting to the right. Good. From there, onto your back. The legs are shaking, just a few breaths to settle on the floor. From here, feet go flat. Let's just take a little shimmy through those bent knees as they rock from side to side. And then two more poses, so you got your figure four, and your supine twist. So let's take lefty to right thigh. Pull them up, hold, and let the torso relax. From there, changing legs. Again, it's the ankle that needs to sit across the thigh, not the foot. And release. Take both legs long. When we pull right knee up and drag it across to the left. Feel supine twist. Back to center. Changing sides. Lefty up and across. and back to center. Pull the knees up, take a big squeeze in, and then exhale. Release the body to the floor. Find a position that feels comfortable. Do you find your final place of rest? No Shavasana. This allows the eyes to close and the mind to wander. Allowing the breath to deepen, bring the body back into focus. And that breath perhaps is a bend, a stretch, or a twist. And when you're ready, bring yourself to a good seated position. Oh, felt that. Say thank you for putting up with me again and the many foibles today. Say thank you. And we say namaste.